cut copper, baby. Oh yeah. Holy cow. Another awesome, fully intact crotal bell. Look at that. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, it's not a coin! And so this is going to be the obverse, and it's another Drake bust. It's in 1865. The date's clearly readable right there above my phone. Look at that. Great seal button. And it's deep, so maybe it's not crushed. It's not crushed. Holy crap. Alright, here I am in my next find. It's my first target for the day. I came out to that place where I got the Real a few weeks ago. About my second target. I dug a harmonica reed, now I got that. Wheat Penny Memorial Indian. It's an old site. Let's see what we got. My buddy dug some wheats out of here, so I'm wondering if it's going to be a wheat penny. The way the rim looks, I think that's going to be it. Let me rub it on my pants real quick. Maybe I can get an ID in the field. Another hot one today, folks. About 85, 88 degrees, no wind. High humidity. Headphones on with a hat. Sweat your butt off up out here. I don't know. What do you think? I'm going to guess that's going to be a memorial, like an old wheat. Like maybe is that Lincoln right there? Under all of that stuff? I don't know. It looks like it, at least from the first perspective, but I'll get a cleaned up shot and get you a date if I can. All right, that's a good start. Nice older penny to start the day. That's certainly not a memorial. On to the next. And my next find after that penny comes a deep squeaker, 82 down there, about 8 inches. Wasn't sure, sometimes that ends up being like a nail or something, but I did get a pretty cool find. This is a partial one. My buddy dug a whole one out of here a few weeks ago. Partial crotal bell. Looks like that's made out of tombac. That's a really old one. Half of a crotal bell. I'll take it. That's an old relic from way back. Early 1800s, probably, maybe mid 1800s, but that would be pushing it. Site's an old site with a school and an old house on it. On to the next. Good find. Alright folks, only about 3 minutes later after that partial crotal bell, looky in the hole. Crotal bell number 2. And I think this guy is complete, except for the top. In fact, I still hear the ringer. And I haven't even cleaned it out yet. How about that? This one's got an iron top. This looks like to be a little bit of a later variety. I'm not going to go, it's not going to be as early as that first fragment I dug with tombac. But hey, I'll take a complete one over a partial one every day. Heck yeah. That's like crotal bell number 16 for me through the years. Complete at least. Great find. There's more stuff here to be found. Let's see if we can find another old coin lurking here somewhere. On to the next. And on to my next find after that crotal bell 5 minutes later. Another coin, folks. Probably going to be another wheat penny. It's in that general area. It's just the next swath over from the other wheat I found. I don't know. Could it be an Indian? I doubt it. It looks like I see Lincoln through there. Yep, I see him drying out. It's going to be an old wheat scent. I should be able to get that cleaned up and give you a date. You saw that last one, I believe, was the 1920s. So maybe we can get a teens or another 20s wheat, an older wheat out of here. All right, good find. On to the next. If I keep finding wheat pennies, I'm not going to show every one of them. I'll come back if I find something better on the coin varieties. On to the next. And we're on to our first button of the day. Been a little while, folks. Normally you find these a little bit more often at old home sites, but there you go. Kind of odd looking, got a little kind of melted metal on the back, but that's exactly what that is, a little old cuff button from way back. Flat, shank is missing, and it looks like it could have been in a fire. You never know, but I'll take it. Colonial flat button. All right, let's go on to the next find. All right, 3 minutes after that first button, here's another button for you. And this one's whole. Rang up about a 50. Probably a plain Jane on the front, but I got a full shank. And I might get a maker's mark off of that as well. All right, found a little hot spot here. 2 buttons in about 3 minutes. Let's keep on plugging along. Maybe we can find a coin here eventually that's not a wheat penny. On to the next. Out here with Dan on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Old site. We've been here 5 minutes. And I'm popped out this 84 signal. It's not a large cent. It's some sort of token or medallion. See, there's a hole right there on top of it. And it looks like, it's hard to tell if the hole right there is the top. I can't tell what that is. It's old pewter, you know, or lead or something very old, early 1800s. Look right here, guys. Like some guy standing in a boat. See, like a skiff or a boat there with a guy standing with like a staff. I found some sort of religious medal at one of my sites earlier this spring. Maybe this is something similar, but it's not exactly the same. So I'll have to buff that out, and maybe I can get some detail off of it enough to get an ID for you. Awesome find. Early medallion from way back. All right, let's see if we can find a few more things. On to the next. Pretty common, especially in New England and colonial fields. My first flat button of the day. Right down in here. Probably just a plain Jane. It was just a squeaker down there about 6 or 7 inches among the iron. But the AT Pro pulled it out. See if we can add a few more of those to the collection today. That's a nice little find from probably mid-1800s. All right, let's keep plugging along. On to the next. All right, about, I don't know, 5 or 8 minutes after that flat button, I got a scratchy, like 80 but repeatable tone in all this iron around this home site. It was too clean to pass up, and there's a copper for you right there, folks. Let's see what we've got. Try to keep it out of the shadows. It's thick enough that it's probably like a braided hair or a matron, or maybe something else. There's going to be 1 cent. I see it right there. Oops, got it upside down. So there's 1 cent right there. And we'll turn it over. It's a draped bust, actually. Really nice. Let me rub it on my jeans here real quick and see if we can get a date on it. I always drop these things. She's got some patina on her. Can't make it out. 180. I think I see a 0 there. 180.
Wow, she's pretty.
1803. Man, I'll take it.
Yeah.
A medallion and a copper and a flat button. I've been here about 25 minutes. Awesome. All right, here I am with my next find. Dug several buttons. I'm not filming every one of these, but I wanted to film some that are especially nice. That one's nice. Look at that right there. About a 70 signal. Right by an old barn. What a beautiful tomback button. Late 1700s all day, and that is spotless other than the shank missing. Great find. Looks like a silver coin coming out of the hole. It's not a silver coin, but almost as good. Really nice find. All right, let's keep plugging around here. I'm sure there's some more things. On to the next. Okay, we're back inside for the blue construction paper wrap-up this time. Just to recap, this was 2 separate hunts. One with my good friend Dan from Green Mountain Diggers. And then another hunt, solo hunt by myself when I went back to that place that had the real, that I found the 2 real in the last video, and dug up some other goodies. Let me go through some of the finds I got for you, some of which I got on tape, others I didn't. Got a number of flat buttons here. Got that really nice tomback I showed you. Really nice. Really smooth there. A host of other buttons, another half tomback, a few other pewter buttons that were pretty old. So that was nice. What is that, 6, 7 buttons? Some sort of lid from some sort of jar or lead weight. Was near the lake on this one, so maybe a lead fishing sinker. Part of a pewter spoon. That's old, folks. 1700s, early 1800s. heartbreaker of the day. I thought that was cut silver. I didn't even put it on tape because I was so frustrated. Some sort of machine tag. That was at that second place. There were some telephone lines near there. Part of a clock. And then I got 3 belt buckles. Horse tack or human, hard to tell. Didn't get those on tape. Those are standard fare. I got my 2 crotal bells. This is the fragment made out of tombac. Kind of show that with the light there. That's a nice one, a little bit older and fragmented. This is my complete one, a little bit of a later variety, maybe turn of the century, made out of iron, late 1800s. She still rings. That's number 16, I believe, for me. I think I said that on the video. Got 2 broken barrel tap keys. These are just the, you know, where you put your finger in and twist it, and they kind of look like this. So this is a complete one. I found several of these through the years. And it had this weird kind of skeleton feature on the end there, and it would just go in and you'd twist it and open the barrel tap with that. Got 2 wheat pennies. I showed you the inset shots in 1929 and 1944. And then finally my 2 coins of the day. Well, 1 coin and 1 medallion. I showed you the inset and close-up shot. This is what is called a beehive medallion. On the front is a girl kneeling. Don't know if she's praying or trying to light a candle or something. There's a number of varieties you can find online, but I couldn't find this one with the girl playing on front. It's hold in the middle, and then on the back you can see the picture of a beehive on there, and I showed you in the inset the words around there. These were very popular medals back in the late 1700s through the early 1800s. The beehive motif was popular in early America because it symbolized hard work as a group and hard working with the community to achieve success in life. And these were often given to school children way back when for good work in the classroom and with their church or community. So it's not a religious medal. It's just kind of a medal for hard work and good work done. Awesome, awesome old piece of history. She's been up there. I'm not going to attempt to bend that back because made out of lead pewter, it's brittle and it could crack. But that is an awesome, awesome find. And then finally, my Drake Bust Large Cent. And I showed you an inset shot. And I want to bring it over to the camera here once again. What a beauty. Look at that. 1803. It's an S251 variety. So it's a common variety from the Sheldon series. But, wow. Very fine details. And you can make out everything on this coin, folks. I mean, it's just an immaculate shape. Found on the kind of a sloping side of a hill. That was that first hunt with Dan there. And I've been lucky to dig 8 Drake busts this year, and this is probably the best one, or at least tied for the best one I've ever found. I found another 1802 a while back before I started making videos that it's probably close, but that's a killer find. Probably worth 100 to 150 bucks in that condition, even with it a little bit being corroded. So I appreciate you joining me as always for this next video. And I appreciate the comments, and subscribe and share out there if you care to do so and like what I'm trying to put out there for you guys. Again, I'm just doing it for the general interest of the public and the guys and gals that are interested in doing the hobby. I love finding old history, and I'm happy to share it with you. So get out there and dig it all, folks. It's waiting in the ground for you to find. This is BTV Digger.